Hello everyone, it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel and to today's video, which is going to be a what I eat in a day as a breastfeeding mom. I love cooking and trying new recipes, and so I thought I would share you guys kind of how I eat as a breastfeeding mom and some of the meals that I have throughout the day. I don't have any restrictions when it comes to what I eat. I do try to avoid too much sugar and caffeine, but other than that, I eat pretty much everything. And this is going to be a very real what I eat in a day. I'm not having anything fancy, just simple meals that I love and have regularly. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I started off my morning with some oatmeal, which is great to have if you are breastfeeding, as oatmeal is really good for your milk supply. As I mentioned earlier, I like to avoid too much sugar, so I use honey to sweeten my oatmeal. I like to add some spice, so I use a little bit of nutmeg, some cinnamon, and then I like to add cocoa powder to give it a chocolatey flavor. I don't really measure when cooking, I just kind of go by what looks right. After I've mixed my spices with the honey, then I add in the water that will cook the oatmeal, making sure that I mix the honey and the spices into it so that it will cook evenly into the oatmeal. Then I turn up the element and just wait for the water to come to a boil. Once it's come to a boil, I add in the oatmeal. I go between steel cut and quick oats. And today, since I was getting hungry, I went for quick oats. I find that using about a cup and a half is perfect for us. I just stir the oatmeal until it is soft and the water has been all absorbed, and then it's ready to eat. You can add whatever topping you prefer. My favorites are chia seeds and shredded coconut. I usually get hungry in the late morning, and crackers from Costco were my go-to for that day. Having a husband who originally lived in the Dominican, rice is a bit of a staple in our house. If we want to have a simple, easy meal, rice is usually at the top of our list. Today we went for rice with beans and meat, and my husband kind of directed this meal. Usually I would start off with cooking the meat first, but my brain was a little out of the game, so I ended up doing the vegetables first. I just fried up some pepper and some onion and some olive oil until they were soft. Then I removed them and added the meat, which I had already cut into bite-sized pieces. Once the meat was cooked, I covered the meat about halfway in water, and then I added about a half teaspoon of chicken broth and a spoonful of tomato paste. And again, I'm not really measuring here. My husband is just kind of directing. After I've incorporated those into the water, then I go back and add in my fried vegetables, as well as some diced tomatoes and the beans. And here I'm using chili beans, but you can really use whichever you prefer. To season this dish, I'm using salt. I like pink Himalayan. I'm also using some ground black pepper, some garlic, and some oregano. Then I just stir everything together and let it simmer so all those flavors can really soak into the meat. I also added in some soy sauce just to give it a little bit of extra flavor, some more saltiness. In the meantime, my husband made some rice in our pressure cooker. We usually do about a half cup each and then add some salt and coconut oil to give it a bit of a flavor. And that's it. Pretty simple, not too complicated, but so delicious. Now this dinner was actually not made by me. Our in-laws made it, and we went and picked it up and had it for dinner. It's a traditional Spanish dish called paella. It's really delicious. It's made with rice and a variety of different meat. There's chicken, seafood, and chorizo, and it's just a really good traditional dish. Pretty much every evening throughout the week, and occasionally on the weekend too, I like to end off my evenings with a smoothie. I'll use any variety of fruit. Today I'm using strawberries. And then I also like to add some banana to give it a bit of a creamy texture and a little bit more flavor. And then I also like to add in a bit of kale just to get in some greens and also add a little bit of extra calcium, which is really important if you are breastfeeding. I always add flaxseed, and then I like using this Bloom beetroot blend. It's really good, really delicious. It's got a lot of vitamins and minerals, which is great. And then I'll just fill the bottom up with some milk and then top off with water. And I like my smoothies to be quite thick and fruity, not super liquidy. So my fruit to liquid ratio is usually a little more on the fruit side. And then I just blend it up and it's all good to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing what I eat in a day as a breastfeeding mom. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you would subscribe and follow along with my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.